Hey, I'm just Roscoe and I'm in The Sims. Now I'm picking up a challenge that James Turner set down, aka Sim Supply, aka Flabberleaky, aka Samaj, whichever you know him as. And he built this thin house challenge. It's 3 tiles wide, that's it. And he uploaded the buildings that you see either side onto the Steam shop store thing, wherever you get your stuff from, and he left the gap in the middle where he built his, and he laid down the challenge for other people to do the same. So I'm going ahead and doing that. Now I'm going quite modern on this building, and there's one thing I really wanted to keep in mind. When I see these are quite nice old townhouses, and when you see old buildings in real life and they've built a modern piece of crap next to it, they've never really taken any consideration into the houses next to it, and they don't look right next to each other. So I really wanted this to not stand out. I wanted it to feel part of the road, but not, if you know what I mean. Yes, it was going to be modern, and that's what I was going for, but I wanted to keep some things sort of crossed over so it blends the two in. For example, we go for a slatted effect on the front, which really ties in with the shutters on the windows of the townhouses and things like that. I just didn't want it to stand out too much, so we've gone for quite muted colours on the outside. There's some stonework running across. How many times can I say in this video? There's stonework running across the centre of the townhouses. So I've tried to continue that with like a thick, dark wooden thing. You'll see what I mean later on. Now I'm going to use this door. I haven't played The Sims for so long. Like, I've uploaded a video last Saturday, and it was the first time I've built in The Sims for ages. And I really do enjoy building in The Sims, and I had this urge to do it, so I did. And since then I've done a couple more builds, and this is one of them. So I'm not used to what's in the game, where to find it, anything like that, so you might see me searching through a lot of things and messing around and trying to figure out how things work again, and that's because my brain is stupid and forgets a lot. And since it's been so long, I've actually forgotten a lot of things about The Sims, but I'm getting back into it slowly. I'm really enjoying building. Now I tried doing a series on living a life in The Sims and stuff like that. 1, it wasn't very popular. 2, I'm not great at it. 3, I really enjoy the building overall. So any Sims videos, they're probably not going to be a regular occurrence on the channel, but any I do, if I'm building, I might as well record it and share it. Some of you might enjoy what I do. I say might. So now I didn't want a flat front. Like, the townhouses are quite flat, and I feel like if you just went for a flat front, it would be a bit boring. So we've done a few steps back. We try and mix up the windows a bit so it doesn't feel the same on every floor. Really concentrated on trying to get some greenery in there as well. Modern houses like this especially tend to have a lot of greenery aspects to it, and I wanted to bring that into it, especially because the townhouses are very void of any greenery at all. So it's nice to bring some greenery into. If you think of this as an overall build, the 3 buildings together, my building in the middle is just going to bring in that little bit of greenery, that bit of the nature. It's going to take away from the harsh stonework, and that's the plan. I sound like I know what I'm talking about, but I don't. I just sort of start building and it goes from there. Those are the slats that I've just put in that sort of mimic the shutters on the windows and things like that. I did have to change. You'll see it at one point. Oh, don't know what happened there. I clearly clicked off something. You'll see at one point that I changed the size of the upper floor, I think it is. I was going to put a balcony on the front, and I changed my mind because building is one thing, but then when you try and put your items into it, like your bed, for example, that's what made me change the upper floor. I thought, oh, it'd be lovely to have a balcony on the front, and then I realised how big a bed was, and I was like, yeah, okay, we better change that. It's quite interesting building in such a thin area, especially once you put the stairs in. The stairs take out an entire sort of chunk of it, so that a third of the width of it the stairs take out. And then instead of running the stairs up above the other one, on the second floor I decided, no, we'll go up next to it because that'll make things easier. No, so on the second floor I've lost almost 2 tiles. It sort of works out well in the end. I fitted everything in. It's got a kitchen, it's got a dining area of sorts. I've gone for like a breakfast bar style thing. I am going to go through and test it with a sim and make sure everything's usable, if not tweak it slightly. I haven't had time to do that yet. And then once it is all usable and all set, I will be uploading it onto the store or whatever you call it, with the hashtag JustRoscoe. So if you do want to check this build out, just search for hashtag JustRoscoe. My tiny cottage that I did last Saturday is also on there. So I'm not going to babble on all the way through this because you can clearly see what's going on the screen, and I could sit here and tell you everything that I'm doing, but that's counterproductive to your eyes. So I'm just going to say, if you do enjoy this video at any point, please hit that like button, and if you haven't done already, please subscribe. It really does help the channel. And until next time, I'll see you again.